What's good, y'all? We are back with another video. Y'all thought I left y'all? Y'all thought I was gonna abandon y'all? Y'all thought I was out the game? No, sir. As you can tell by the title, we got niggas out here talking shit. Now, for the OGs, for people that know me, know PG-13 is my favorite player. Now, I'm hearing fires back at him. So he throwing shots, basically. We gonna see what he had to say. I'm gonna try not to come at this at a biased point of view, but I'm coming at y'all with the truth. Feel me? Let's get into the video.
For the last few hours to discuss the subject that I'm about to broach. Paul George.
Watch what you say.
Has a podcast.
He does.
I forget the name of it.
Podcast P.
Somebody remind me, please, when you get a chance.
Podcast P. Don't play with him.
Podcast P.
Stop.
Podcast P. I had a problem with the nickname Spicy P, which is the nickname for Pascal Siakam. So if I had a problem with the name Spicy P, what do you think I could say about Podcast P? But I digress. I'll instead focus on addressing Paul George and his cohorts in the world of podcasting because they chose to address me. It'll give them additional clicks. They'll elevate their level.
First of all, before you even get to the additional clicks, my brother don't need your additional clicks, Stephen A. Remember, it's Paul George we're talking about, Stephen A. But the reason why I paused the video, because now I can get personal, Stephen A. I can talk about your Bosley hairstyle. Shout out to Bosley. Shout out to the bald niggas with dreams and aspirations. But let's be careful with what you say here.
Popularity, I have no doubt. And I'm here to please because I don't want them to fail. I want them to succeed. I want all these brothers to succeed. I want JJ Redick to succeed. I want Draymond Green to succeed. I want Patrick Beverly with his podcast to succeed. I'm all for the fellas getting theirs. I've always been about that. Always will be about that. And before I go any further, let me say that even though I'm still not sure about how deep I'm going to go, I think it's appropriate to preface my comments by saying that I've always been a fan of Paul George. Not just Paul George, the basketball player, but Paul George, the person. Got a lot of love for him. He's good people. He's a star in the National Basketball Association. I got mad respect for him. But I respectfully disagree with what he had to say about me because...
Repeat it. I want to hear this. I'm going to see if it's
I think he's wrong.
Let me hear this, man.
His cohort, what is that? Jackie Long, is that the name again? That's a different matter altogether, my brother. I'll deal with your ass in a second. Before I do that...
This is serious.
Let me let y'all hear Paul George responding months later to something I said months ago about Kawhi Leonard and his perpetual injuries, aka load management or whatever the hell you want to call it. This is Podcast P commenting about yours truly. Listen to this.
I heard Stephen A talk about he could have, like, Kawhi could have gave you 10 minutes or 5 minutes. Bro, it's not about that. Like, if I got to go on the floor and I can't be myself, then, like, what the fuck am I on the floor for? Now I'm liable to get even more hurt. It was a dumb take.
Have Stephen A. Smith played any professional sports?
Hell no.
Exactly. So he shouldn't even be speaking on what y'all got to go through every day to
no.
put y'all.
And I don't think fans just really understand, like,
What y'all go
you
through.
try to play through injuries. That's the goal. If you can play through it, you're going to play through it. If you can't, there's a reason why. Like nobody wants to sit out for no reason.
Yo, that's a dub take. What can you say to that? I'm gonna be honest, y'all. Us as fans, I get why we get mad. Our favorite players can't perform and, be out on the floor, especially if you're a fan of Kawhi, as much as you want him to. But we gotta understand, like, we're not feeling what these niggas is feeling. At the end of the day, they do have to play 82 games, 2 days sit out. Mind you, 2 days they still practicing. They on the road. They going through all this type work. But we got niggas in suits that ain't make a jump shot. Define the type of player they are. How can you back this up, Stephen A? Like, just really think about it. Can you really tell what's going on in their shoes?
I'm amazed. Do you have any idea who the hell you're dealing with? Any idea at all? I think it's important to give my resume. Don't you? I think.
All right,
Speaking of my
Stephen.
man Galen Gordon, he's in Vegas with
Come
me,
on,
my
my
brother.
brother. We get it. You've been in the game for
Great,
50
great
years,
television
too.
producer.
Come on, bro.
He sit right next to me. I think it's good. Paul George. I've been covering the NBA since 1996. In 2 years, that would make 30 years. I was covering the NBA since you were in elementary school. I think I know a thing or two about basketball. And also,
First of all, covering the NBA and being in the NBA are two different things, my brother. Can we all agree to that? Can we all agree to that? Covering the NBA and being in the NBA are two different things, my brother. Yeah, you were there in 96. You was playing Jordan too. You was playing Jordan too. You was playing AI. You was playing Cole. Oh, you was guarding Shaq in the post. Word. Covering the NBA and being in the NBA are two different things. Why would you want to establish that resume as a thing to help your side of the story, bro? Next.
think that covering the sport the way that I do, and you know this, Paul George, because of your personal experiences with me and some of the things that I could have said about contemporaries and colleagues and others that I never did, that you know if something comes out of my mouth, it's not just my opinion. Players, coaches, scouts, player personnel directors, assistant GMs, GMs, presidents, owners. Do you really want me to sit here and talk about the Los Angeles Clippers? The perks and the treatment that folks have received, and how the fans have been cut short? I could go there. Paul George, did you know that you're the 34th highest paid athlete in the world, according to Forbes magazine, for the year 2023? $51.5 million total. 9.3 million in endorsements. I could say I'm waiting for a championship, Paul George, for that kind of money. But I happen to believe you would have had one had it not been.
So what I'm hearing is assistant GMs, players, they can have their opinions. So your job is to get on your knees and go with the popular trend instead of using your credibility and how long you've been in the analysts and covering the NBA game have your own voice. Can't have that. And so I'm assuming this video is gonna be you bashing the Clippers for just never getting the job done, which is correct. We definitely been cut short, and we had an opportunity in the bubble. We did. I can genuinely say that with my chest. We could have done that. We folded 3-1. Yeah, that was bad. But if players can't play, what the hell can we do? Put them out on the floor so they can ruin their career and just have these motherfuckers for 1 year and never have a career again, so you can just black on them and say they had an unsuccessful career and they're injury prone? Is that your objective? Wouldn't you want them to see them? Wouldn't you want to see them at 100%? 100%? You wouldn't want that. You wouldn't want to see them at their best? I don't know if I'm about to sit for 33 minutes for you talking shit about my clips like this, right?
For your injuries, because I think you're that gifted. So I'm not going to disrespect you like that. Plus, I got love for you. Did you know that Kawhi Leonard is number 35 on the list? Last year?
So we checking niggas' pockets?
$50.5 million total. $8 million in endorsements the year 2023. If you combine your money with his money, that equates to $102 million.
Get to the spice. Like, say something valuable, Stephen.
I would repeat that, but I don't.
I ain't come here to hear how much they making, bro. I came over here to
One
hear
more thing.
Why you think that was generally
228
wrong what he said.
NBA players have played more games than you.
It's crazy.
You're at 189 games over the last 4 years. 297 players have played more games than the 161 games Kawhi Leonard played over the last 4 years. 297 players have played more games than the 161 games Kawhi Leonard played over the last 4 years.
Are you talking about? So how are you determining this? How does this survey go? How do you guys calculate this? Because are you talking about the players that barely get burned? Are you talking about the players that don't have a role as, you know, precise and difficult as Kawhi and Paul George have? Is that the players you're calculating right now? Because I'm pretty sure if Kawhi and them was getting, you know, 20 minutes off the bench or something, they'd probably still be in the league working 100% right now. Nah, these are the players you ask 40 minutes out of them, and you tell them to get the job done from first quarter to the fourth. Right or wrong?
Do I need to continue? Do I need to continue? Everybody saying no. Paul George, as you know, my sister Carmen adores you, loves you to death. She's here in Vegas too, you know. She's standing a few feet away from me. She's going to be on here in a few minutes.
What's this doing?
Do you know that she's sitting over there 5 feet away from me, Paul George, cringing, begging me to stop? Please stop talking about Paul. Please, Steve, don't say any more. Please. I'm not disrespecting you. You a star, and I got love for you. But I'm giving you facts. I'm going to continue, Paul George, because I have the notes right here.
He came with his homework.
You've missed 119 of 308 regular season games. That's 38% due to injuries.
Due to injuries.
In that time span, you've earned $148.2 million in your career. $57.3 million of those monies were for games missed.
Call that a finesse. Don't hate the player, hate the game, bro. Don't hate the player, hate the game. Like, don't get mad because their agents are putting them in situations that they can, you know, be set for life and their kids is Gucci. You know what I'm saying? Knowing damn well they're injury prone. Don't hate the player, hate the game. Like, don't get me wrong, bro. I ain't gonna lie, Kawhi gotta be finessing the system. He go to the 6, he get his chip, he come to the Clippers, bro. He's telling niggas, yo, part-time job, give me 25, 30 million, I'm there. They give him the job. This nigga goes ham in the playoffs. His last game, he drops 36. Decides he needs to load minutes. Decides his knees hurt. Literally just finished dropping 36 on some slight shit. Haven't really played the whole season. If you watch the playoffs, you know what I'm talking about. Pulled up on some slight shit. Did his thing and sat back down. Now the Clippers is tumbling. We got half Russell. We got the bootleg Russell here. You know what I'm saying? Carrying us, and this is what we're doing. PG hurt. Like, maybe the Clippers are cursed. If this is what the video's gonna be about, you're right on that. But this doesn't really make sense. Like, I feel like we're arguing two different things.
Good enough,
It's like arguing two different things going on.
Kawhi Leonard, he's missed 147 of 308 regular season games. That's 48% due to injuries.
That's 50.
Kawhi's earned $146.9 million in his career with the Clippers. About $70.8 million were for games he's missed. So, combining that...
Kawhi, the Claw scammer. Bro, how is he not finessing the game? And he's nice at it. Like, he's nice at the game. It's not like he's dirt and he's just snatching bread, because I'll tell you the top scammer of them all, John Wall. You are a legend walking this earth. You may not even be remembered for the 360 layups, my brother, but you'll definitely be remembered for that nigga chilling in the crib, busting his ass, tore his ACL, and making $50 million a year. Like, how long ACL take? Like a year to get through? Get through with that. Man, you still chilling in the crib, thugged out, eating your food, 50 mil coming in, 50 mil. I think, bro, he got sponsors on top of that. Legend walking. Nah, they got some scammers in the NBA.
month over month for the 12th consecutive month, and our ratings are pre-pandemic ratings. Just as an aside, because see, I want to talk facts. I want to make sure you know I got receipts. Having said all of that, let's provide perspective as to why Paul George felt the need to bring me up in, dare I say, truculent fashion, to say the least. Here's the reason why. Because on First Take, I looked in the camera and I said, Kawhi Leonard is a superstar. He's a two-time NBA champion. He's a two-time NBA Finals MVP. But he is the worst superstar our game has ever seen.
All right. Fix that wording ASAP. Because let's not forget who the Claw is. We're talking about strap KD. He's sunning KD. Yeah, I say he strapped Bron, but I'm going to be honest. He don't strap Bron if Bron is still getting 25, 6, and 6. No, he's not strapping Bron. But Bron does get a slight goosebump meeting this nigga. Goes to the East, takes the crown, hands it back to Giannis after he sunned all of them and went to his hometown and chilled. Kawhi's a legend, bro. He's not the worst superstar. Like, unreliable, yes. Not reliable, yes. You feel me? Like, worst superstar? Like, if we're talking about game, the most stiff, fundamental, gangster ball player we ever seen in our life. Have you seen players talk about Kawhi? Have you seen Kawhi? Does he look like he try hard out there? That man is different. Let's not forget who we're talking about. Stephen A., I'm going to be honest. You hurt my feelings with this video because, I don't know, man. You know, seeing you in, you know, on TV a lot and talk about sports and this being your job, I'd assume you know some shit. But pocket watching and statistically counting niggas' games, this is the route you decided to take. Like I said, I really believe they're arguing two different things. I don't think this is an argument like these niggas ain't on the same page right now. It's just you wanting content, my brother, and you being the analyst you are. That's what I believe.
And I talked about how he might as well just retire. Now, was I speaking to some degree?
Retire?
With a touch of emotion? Yes, I was. Because once again, he was supposed to be available for the playoffs, and he's going at Kevin Durant, and he's going at these brothers, and he's dropping 38, 39 points. And then the next game, we find out on game day.
1 second, y'all. 1 second, y'all. 1 second. My mic was on when I spoke.
He can't go. We like, damn, I ain't see you get injured. I ain't see you walk off the court. I ain't see you get carried off the court like Paul George, whether it be an Olympic competition or on the court for the Clippers. I didn't see anything like that. You walked to the bench, you sat down, you drank some Gatorade or water or Powerade, whatever the hell you were drinking. You looked fresh. You showed up to shoot around one morning. Ty Lue is planning to use you, and let's make this noise against Phoenix. They got Kevin Durant now, along with that brother Devin Booker. We got a problem. But we can resolve this with Kawhi Leonard, and all of a sudden he can't go. I'm like, damn. There's always something. Why don't you just retire? And then I took it a step further. Without questioning his injury, because I wasn't. Because first people within the Clippers organization talked about how legitimate it was. I elaborated on why Kawhi Leonard is a god-awful superstar. Notice I said superstar because I'm not questioning his greatness as a player.
Okay.
I call him a god-awful superstar, the worst superstar in the history of the NBA as far as I'm concerned. Because number one, I already highlighted the games missed. And number two, he does absolutely positively nothing to promote his team or the sport.
Stephen A., what do you expect players to do? Come over here and be a cheerleader? Come over here and put their ass out with their team name on it? We're talking about athletes, Stephen A. People who came here to play ball. Why seem like a nigga to you to promote shit? Why you gotta promote shit? What type of program team you on, gang? Get out the system, brother. Like, what the fuck?
I got my PR girl, Solange, sitting right over there. I got a producer right here extraordinaire in Galen Gordon that knows TV like the back of his hand. If you can't sit up there.
That nigga look like he play ball to you? My sister could beat that nigga one-on-one. These are niggas that's talking. Yo. I'm gonna skip right here, see if it's valuable talk. If not, Stephen A., you're dismissed, brother.
What's with you?
Nothing.
Keep it any longer, you may as well suck the bag. Plus, you don't...
James Naismith, he was the one that used to be sitting in the stands, watching when we would practice. Did you know they sat me down because they knew that I wanted to do what I'm doing today, and they were coaching me on how to be a conscientious observer of the sport. And they...
All right, Stephen A., you are dismissed. So, moral of the story, we got two guys doing their job. Stephen A., being the analyst he is, antagonizing something that shouldn't be antagonized. That's the truth. It's really the truth, obviously. But yeah, antagonizing something he shouldn't be antagonizing. And Paul George speaking from an athlete and the ball player perspective, because he actually is on the court. So it wasn't really much to value of your point of view of what was said in this video, Steve. guys, I hope you enjoyed that video. I don't know if I did. That nigga was chatting for nothing. Just talking about niggas' pockets. Niggas be hating. Yeah, man, this is the end of the video. Like, comment, subscribe if you made it all the way here. I greatly appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? Tune in for more. We got more on the way. We ain't stopping, y'all. Roll the 5 honeys. We got like 413. So just keep subscribing, keep showing love. And man, we out, y'all. We out.